Hi, my name is Muhammad Haziq Fitri bin Hairul. Before I start, I will introduce a little bit about myself. Since the implementation is done by online, is it okay if I share about my living? Okay, I live in the small town of Bido, Kampung Po. Kampung Po is located far away and quite inland. No Wi-Fi and bad line coverage, but with a high soul and spirit, I still committed to completing this project well. Okay, I am first year student of FTK, and today I will make a reflective vlog. The purpose of the vlog was created to tell you about the journey of our group project that we have done. So, let's get started. Our group consists of 40 members, and we agreed to do a mini documentary about proud Malaysian astronomer, that is Prof. Madya Dr. Nur Adlika binti Ainul Anwar, well-known scientist that discovered supermassive black hole at the nearby galaxy. This mini documentary was presented according to the theme Young and Proud Malaysian, and my role in this group project is doing video editing. What I have learned through a group project is build up skill communication. As we know, we face a challenge in online classes since the pandemic COVID-19. So, I had a problem in finding a group member and communicating with others. 40 members is too much for me, but I am lucky because I have some friends from my previous studies, which is in Polytechnic Shah Alam. So, I have learned to communicate and approach others friends to invite them to join our group. And once we had enough 40 members, we make a group discussion using a Google Meet platform. I strongly agree that communicating using this platform is the best way dealing with online classes. I admit that I am a quiet person and sometimes can be cheerful. By using this platform, it helped me in perform my abilities without physical interaction. I try to get involved because any discussion need a final word. Secondly, I was learned that this project can increase teamwork among students. In the first meeting, we communicate well and get to know each other. Even by using the Google Meet, we still have a compatibility and collaborativity in completing a group assignment. So this thing should be proud. For example, when we are looking for ideas of group names and topics on our performance, we plan to make a voting to choose performance that we will go through for our project, and the result is everyone agreed to make a mini documentary. In this part, the role of the leader is very necessary because without a leader who is rich and has a good leadership, maybe until now we don't have a final result in each discussion. Actually, we're having a problem in dividing the task and determine how many members are needed to do a presentation, because the time given to the video is not enough for 40 members to present in 10 minutes. So, with the value of teamwork shown by all, we choose two presenters who are able to tell this story well. Thirdly, is learn to accept the opinion of others member. With 40 members, of course, there must be a lot of ideas and opinion. So my perception as individual, I always accept others' perception openly. For example, our group names was suggested by Muhammad Adib, which is chrysanthemum tea. I'm very interested with the proposed title because it's telling you about our topic as a tea. As we know, a cup of tea often enjoyed in every story, including us. So, we bring you the story about a famous astronomer in Malaysia and hope the presentation is well received by doctor and fellow friends. Next is wisdom in distributing task fairly. All members showed a good participation in every group discussion, either via Google Meet or group WhatsApp. All of us have decided the each role, and every member give a fully responsibility in completing each task. I cannot imagine if one of us does not cooperate in the distribution of tasks or their implementation. I believe that this project will not successful and completed perfectly. Lastly, I have learned the value of responsibility in completing tasks given. I was assigned with two others members to do editing work, which is Nur Iman and Akmal Sulaiman. Happy to get know with them. Why I say like that? Because before we start editing, I was chatting with Nur Iman, and I did not expect that he was my senior in my previous study in Polytechnic. So, directly, it was contribute our chemistry in completing the work. By the way, this task is one of the most final process in the progress of project. The three of us only completing the editing process only in one night. Because we help each other in finding the material and help in editing process. In addition, I have made a Telegram group so easy for us to share together the material lah. The material. My role is finding the video about new star that represent to nuclear spectroscopic telescope array, then video about quasar, and the last is black hole. Overall, all of us did a very good job. The personal development that I have experienced in this project is gain gain a new knowledge. Why I say like that? Because before this, I have never learned anything about the outer space, whether in newspaper, in internet, or social media, and so on. I have absolutely no desire to find out or to know about space. So, with that risk, I still continue this project well as a result of doing some research on it. For example, before one of our member proposed this title, I don't feel confident to carry out this project well. But why don't we try something that we never knew, right? As a result, I feel that it's a good thing to know how good to have extensive knowledge other than the knowledge um, than the field of the engineering knowledge that I am involved now. Secondly, it have increased my self-confidence. Um, in fact, I have trouble on communicating with others due to the feeling of shyness. Yeah, as we know lah, every student have their shy cat attitude. But for me, I think this attitude need to be throughout by all students, especially in joining a group project. So I tried to come up with a good idea and involve myself in every discussion that we have made. Thirdly, it have improved my ability in problem solving. At the first, we have a problem in selecting the topic. Before we choose this topic, we stand for the topic of the couple riding a bicycle to Mecca. So because of we have a non-Muslim member in our group, we decided to choose the topic that have been proposed by Muhammad Adib again, that is proud Malaysian astronomer. That the way I overcome this by interrupting in every conversation that they made in Google Meet and WhatsApp group. And a little bit I give some opinion to facilitate the title selection. Lastly, it developed me in build internal common sense. As we know, we are in group project. I'm very understand that every task that given to me, we should complete it as soon as possible, so it will not slow down the progress of the project and can be submitted in the timely manner. Then I admit that I'm just watching Akmal using the video editing software, namely Filmora. But because of that, I I gain more experience and knowledge uh, in how we contribute together, completing the editing process. Even we only interact in the Google Meet. Even I'm just watching the editing process with the highly common sense. I wait until the middle of night. At least I keep myself from fall asleep lah. So for me, the common sense in completing the group work is very important in each person. The most challenging thing is definitely when we run this project online. So it's hard for us to interact without a physical meeting. The lack of interaction happen because we can't see someone's face when talking and only see a gloomy view of Google Meet without someone face. So the solution taken to curb the problem is we just keep interacting, keep messaging, and keep reminding the team to participate and interrupting in any progress of discussion. By hook or by crook, this project must be complete perfectly in line with the responsive member in the group. We having a problem when saving the video using Filmora. The saddest thing happens when this software has a large watermark in the middle of landscape video. So we decided to remake a new video by using other software. This is why the editing progress drag the time until 3 a.m. For me, that is a good change and initiative. At least we learn something.